Now, field is a word that's used a lot in psychology, too. It's a recognition that anything that happens um, is affected by the context, roughly. And we've had several rather important attempts to deal with that fact in uh, the psychology of interpersonal relations. You see, once two people get together, and even the very simplest kind of interchange, one of them says, "Oh, hello, haven't seen you for a long time." The other says, "Yes, I'm very glad to see you. How have you been?" And so on. Now, even now, the whole thing is in motion. What do I mean by the whole thing? I mean the whole set of dynamic forces that are working with each other and against each other. Behavior is going on, feelings are going on, values are going on. The content up to this point is getting the social relationship oiled up a little bit to start and do something, probably some work of some kind. What is going on is part of a time trajectory. There is an end which people are looking forward to at the time they behave. You know, how long are they going to be there? Has somebody arrived unexpectedly to stay all night, or is it just a short interchange on the street? Those context factors make a big difference, but there is always some imagination that you have and I have when we talk together that begins to build a context, and that context is a kind of field. And we have to know that. We typically don't give much thought to that, but it's there. It affects the way we talk, and implicit in just the few things that happen are indications of a pecking order, some order of dominance. Now, in this case, the little interchange that I gave, it's equalitarian. Nobody is assuming himself to be more dominant than the other. But in every interchange, whether it's acknowledged or not, it's in there. And there's some other things that are in there, always as part of the context, as a part of the field. And Simlog is really an attempt to outline in a workable way what are those most important elements that are always present, even in the shortest interchanges. And once two people or more start to talk together, the context begins to build, and what they anticipate and what they perceive, much of what they don't say, is effective. Just as on a painting, the whole surface of the painting is one vibrating combination of colors, and you feel it, and it gives you an emotion if it's a good picture. There's the plain fact, too, I think, which you recognize, and we all recognize, that social relationships are a matter of art. It has scientific elements, or it has elements of rationality, and so on, but the art is always necessary. And you get a false note in a conversation, and people usually shove it to the side and don't pay attention, but they understand something is going on. And that's because something in the field is jumping over there. It's not resonating like it should.